really good at bats, 1 through 9. I thought the way we control the strike zone, especially we let off a couple of sliders on 3-2 counts, Bader, Pete, and we put the ball in play when we needed to. There was basically I don't think we hit a lot of ball hard on that inning, but we put the ball in play with runners in scoring position. Obviously, Pete got the big hit, but yeah, I think overall really good at bats as a team.
When you talk about laying off those 3-2 sliders, Woods Richardson was throwing that slider a ton tonight. Did you feel like, as a group, the guys made the proper adjustment in that inning and were kind of aware of what he was trying to do?
Yeah, 100%. And they were talking about it. And it was good to see them making an adjustment in-game quickly. So, yeah, credit to them. It was a good night offensively for us.
And then just one more. You had Budo out there for the last 3 innings. Are you guys considering stretching him out and moving him back into the rotation?
Yeah, obviously, it's a decision that we had to make there. But one, where we were at bullpen-wise, we've been running those guys, and honestly, we were like 4 guys short today. And we saw opportunity here for him to continue, keep him stretched out somehow, and give the bullpen a blow here. And he did a hell of a job. He went out there through strikes and was able to finish the game.
Mike?
Carlos, as much as the offense has been a big story in this turnaround over the last couple of months. I mean, you look at Quintana's really been, I think, your best pitcher over that stretch. I mean, just what's he meant to this thing?
It meant a lot. The veteran presence, he takes the ball, and every time he goes out there, he's gonna compete, and he's gonna give you everything he's got. We saw it today. He was really good. I thought he made some adjustments as well, because you could tell from first pitch of the game they were going to be aggressive on his fastball sinker, and then he went to the breaking ball and used the fastball in enough to righties when he needed it. But I thought the breaking ball, the changeup was a good pitch, but the breaking ball was the one that kind of was the one working for him, obviously. But he's meant a lot, and he will continue to do the same thing.
Tony?
With Budo, to what extent does that decision, bullpen versus rotation, hinge upon what happens over the next 24 hours here with the trade deadline?
Yeah, that's part of the conversations. I thought it was important to keep his pitch count somehow up. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Good job by him saving the bullpen.
Tim Healy?
Just to clarify, Budo, you're not committing to it, obviously, but you did that in part to keep the option open, keep him stretched out a little.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be next time through the rotation, but just if somehow we get on a binder where we need him to make a start, we can feel comfortable with him going, 70 pitches now, because 40 the last time he pitched, 40 again today, 40-something with 3 ups. We will feel a little bit better with him if we need to.
And then with Winker, is there anything wrong with him, or was 5 innings your plan?
Yeah, not necessarily 5 innings, but he hasn't played the outfield in, more than 30 days. So once we got that lead, 3 at-bats, 3 really good at-bats, I thought it was good to just get him out and put Taylor in there.
Abby?
What did you think of Taylor's catch?
Pretty good, pretty impressive. He's a ball player, man, and anywhere you put him, whether it's in center, in right, obviously that he robbed that homer, but then he goes in the gap and makes another play that he made it look really easy. I thought, off the bat, he was going to be a double, and he got there with ease. So, and he's putting together some really good at bats too. So, good player, great guy. He's always ready to go.
He's been playing well, but do you think now with the addition of Winker and somebody else playing the outfield might push him to up his game a little bit?
We'll see. But he's been a professional, and he knows how to stay ready. This is not the first time where he goes few days without being on the starting lineup, but he's going to find a way to get in there, whether by pinch hitting, defensive replacement, and he's going to stay active. He's a big part of this team. So,
Zach?
Just, Carlos, with, if you don't bring in another starting pitcher here, is the plan that McGill will make the next start, or would that possibly be Budo?
McGill's making the next start, as I sit here.
So Budo not necessarily is moving into the rotation if you don't add a starter.
No, but we're comfortable keeping the pitch count up. So that doesn't mean he's going to go next time around right into the rotation, no.
Peter? In the front.
With Quintana, you mentioned his breaking ball today. This is, I think, the fourth start in a row he's thrown his curveball at least 30% of the time. Just what do you kind of attribute to that increase in usage, and what does that pitch mean to him?
Well, the way he's getting results, not only swing and misses, but he's stealing strikes with it, and then just to keep hitters off balance, and then he's using, especially a night like tonight, I like the way he used the fastball in and off to righties, and then the changeup. So it's the cutter up the sink, but that's becoming a big weapon for him.
I think adjustment I make after first inning when I saw they jump in the first pitch, after first pitch of the game, and I was part of our plan, throw our breaking balls, but down below. But as soon as I recognize they really ambitious and aggressive in the first pitch, I want to slow down a little bit and decide what pitch I want to throw next or Rick swings. But definitely was an adjustment I make during the game.
So you've been so consistent now for a long stretch. For you, what has been the key to getting back to where you want it to be?
I think it's out the zone, and at the same time, if you saw the homers I give it up, it's early in the count, which sometimes I try to execute early than just to find in the zone. But that's part of my job, my approach, to be ahead in counts. But today was special because I never used my curveball so too many times like tonight. But I think that's really good because we read the game quickly. I think Luis and Emmy was the same page. And Mr. Page at that time, and we could use it. We waiting. They show something on the curveball, and we move forward.
Even before tonight, though, not to this extent, but you had been throwing your curveball more your last 3 or 4 starts. Just what kind of would you attribute that increase to?
It's been really affected. And I think the spot we've been using backdoor early and use it a bit low. Throw the curveball close to the right-handers. The different spots makes kind of a different pitch, and every time I use it, so give me more chance to work on with my fastball opening and go away when change up. But I think throw strikes, it make me more easy at my job and I keep going. So that was really good. I'm really happy with that. I have more work to do, and I'm just keep going on. It's a good start for us in this series.
You look at where the team was several weeks ago, and at that point it looked like maybe there was a good chance you and not just you, but others weren't going to be here beyond tomorrow. How did it feel to get to this point and know that you're probably going to be here past the trade deadline and pitching for a team in playoff contention?
It's great. I think the race we've been playing right now, to make the playoffs is every day, every game is so important, and we know that. About trades, we have one more day left, and I'm just thinking bring more players, help us, and keep going. So we're in really good race. We stay together, and at this point that's really important for me to stay. I want to stay, and to make a playoffs. It's gonna be huge for us.
Being a veteran, just with the injuries this rotation has had, just how much pride do you take in being consistent for that rotation?
Huge. Nothing we can do when the guys get hurt. Just we try to do the best so that we go to the mound, and at this point every game is really important. It's like a final game for us, and we really enjoy it, the way we've been playing. We're really excited. So we have every time more confidence in us, and let's keep it going. So this is going to be really fun.